Hi, I'm Steven Serrato, and I own Serrato Style in New York City on 59th and Lex, and I'm going to show you how I do a wash and style on the beautiful Meg. She has highly textured hair and a lot of density, so I thought it would be a really good idea to show you guys how I conquer it, and then maybe it can help you at home. When you come for a wash and style, you don't have to come with your hair prepped. For a haircut, I need your hair prepped, but this is fine. This is perfect. It's actually great for before and after. Hi.
Hi.
How are you? Let's
I'm
start
great.
taking these out. What kind of finish do you want today?
Definitely something with a bit of hold.
Okay.
Looking to wear it into the weekend.
Got
if
it.
Possible.
Right.
Yeah.
And the reason why I ask her what she's going for is because that will tell me what I'm going to be using. Can you take this down for me?
Yes, of course.
And Meg has a lot of hair. So we're gonna get her right, get her ready for the week and the weekend. All right, so what are we going for today? Are we going for volume? We're going for hold?
Definitely more so hold.
Okay.
Looking for the style to go into the weekend if possible.
Cool, so we can have it last a few days.
Yes.
Okay. Are we experiencing any dryness or anything like that right now?
Always experiencing dryness on the
Yes.
inside
Okay.
because of the multiple textures.
Yes.
So whatever we can do to make it juicier,
Yeah.
that'd be great.
And I'm just checking your scalp out as well, just to make sure everything's going good, because I know wintertime we can get a little bit flaky, but your scalp looks good.
Really?
Yeah.
Because it's been very itchy in between
Really? Okay.
washes
Okay.
lately. And I'm like not sure if it's dry or not.
Just because you have no flakes does not mean that you, like, I get itchy scalp. I don't get
Okay.
flaky scalp. So I'll use a scalp stimulating shampoo today.
Okay.
And this will just stimulate that. And then I'm going to use the Malibu Replenish on you. Because for
My
our photo shoot,
favorite.
I loved the way your hair looked. It looked so moisturized. I was like, yes.
I was obsessed.
I get the photos this
Best
week, by
hair
the way.
day. Oh, I was going to ask you.
I'm like dying. He's like, don't worry. Okay, I see a little bit of flake. I think that might just be product though.
I think that's product.
Yeah, no, because your scalp looks good, but we'll still use the scalp stimulating because it's winter time. Let's just stimulate everything. Okay, so the way that I go after my washing styles is that I like to do 2 shampoos. I really want to give her a really good rinse. I don't want to just like and then start shampooing. I want to rinse as much product as I can out first, and then I start with my clarifying. And my clarifying will be Malibu Undo Goo. And then I'll go in with the second shampoo, and I'll give her more, and it's going to be Malibu Scalp Wellness, and that will help stimulate her scalp. And then I like to really get in there. I'm actually known for my shampoos, but I like to really get in there, and I really want them to feel clean. The whole point of them coming in for a wash and style is to feel clean. So I want to get everywhere. I want to make sure I get under. I want her squeaky clean. And then we'll go in with a deep, deep conditioner. And then I'm going to go through with Malibu Replenish Deep Conditioning Hair Mask. And I just want my clients to feel squeaky clean. So I'm going to go in, get below the neck, get the nape of the neck. I'm going to get in between. I'm going to split apart. I don't miss a spot. And then rinse really, really well. So once again, a nice rinse. Make sure the temperature's right too, don't burn them. Is it too warm? Is that okay?
That's perfect.
I also don't use my nails, I use the tips of my fingers. I'm not trying to draw blood. For my second shampoo. And this is the Scalp Wellness. This is to help stimulate your scalp. Winter be coming for our lives and our skin.
And I love the smell of this one.
I know, it's like winter fresh for your scalp.
Yeah. Oh, my scalp feels amazing.
Yes. That's one thing I miss about having hair. It's getting shampooed. It's not the same when you have none. It's so slippery. I'm always like, I feel like I'm trying to balance my head in their hands. Uncle Funkies. I like to do a nice little thin layer of Uncle Funkies before I take them over back to the chair. So I like to just do a little layer so her front of her hair doesn't dry out too quickly on us. And then we're gonna wrap our hair up, and then we're gonna go over to the chair and just finish styling. So because she wants her wash and go to last a little bit longer, I'm gonna be using Uncle Funky's Curl Stimulator with Innocence I Create Hold Gel on top. This will just be my top coat. We're mainly gonna be using the Uncle Funky's. Aloe based, great for highly textured hair. gives her a lot of moisture, shine, and it will last for her. We might not have as much volume, but she has density. She's gonna have volume no matter what. So with wash and goes, I like to style, depending on what I'm using, I like to style soaking wet. Water helps the product penetrate into her hair a little bit more better. So I spray down with water. I'm gonna be doing horizontal sectioning and working my way forward. Uncle Funky's first. And the way I like to apply Uncle Funky's is emulsify it really well. I even put it between my fingers, and throw it everywhere. But I like that because then wherever I touch her hair, I am coating product onto her hair. Uncle Funky's could be a little, well, at least for me, it could be a little bit harder to distribute evenly. And if you don't distribute this evenly, you kind of get those little goopy little like specks, kind of look like boogers. But we want to avoid that. I want to get these a little bit more water, a little bit more Uncle Funky's. Once again, emulsify it in your hands. It helps me distribute, and it also will help you at home or in the salon to distribute it better. And then I'm gonna go in with the Inner Sense. And Inner Sense is just a top coat. So once again, evenly spread it out in my hands. I like to swipe. Kind of try to distribute it as much as I can. If I don't get that root, it's not going to last. But if she was going for more of a volume, a voluminous wash and go, because she had somewhere to be tonight, I would not worry about the root as much. And I'm basically finger detangling and distributing the product and defining her curl all at the same time. If I feel a snag in there, I keep going, because then she will not be happy in about 4 days if I leave that snag there.
If I were using these same products at home and I did not do as small sections as you are right now, how drastically different would my result look?
It will be less defined, if that makes sense. Your hair, because of the density, we don't have the luxury to just go like this and just like leave it, because then all like the ends will be defined. It's the root that wouldn't be as defined. Okay. Which will give you more volume, and the ends then would just be defined. So around the crown area, I always like to add just a little bit more love. So I will be adding more gel and more love, and I will be wetting her down. Crown area, for some reason, is majority of my clients' problem area, where it just gets frizzy first, it gets driest first. So I like to just add a little bit more product in there just to hold it a little bit better. So after I apply all the product, I like to have them lean a little bit forward. And I like to just do a gentle lift at the root. I want control, but I don't want flatness. I want it to be an airy, kind of like effortless look with some definition. So I like to get in there and just lift the root up a little bit, pull my fingers out. Lift a little bit, not too crazy, because we don't want to lose all definition. And then I'll have her sit up, and then she goes under the dryer, just to set. And my dear, if you need me, let me know, okay?
Perfect.
Set it and forget it. So during the drying process, I don't want this. So I will have her go ahead and lean a little bit forward for me. And that's when I start. I could be a little bit rougher with it now since her hair is more set. I don't want cardboard down flat. I don't think she wants that either. Give me a little shake. And see how I can manipulate the hair a little bit more now, and her definition still shows. That's because it's set now. Well, almost set. Okay, go ahead and raise up. And it just gives a little bit more lift, because we don't want that. A little bit more.
Okay.
All right, so because of her density, we're not gonna get the whole thing dry. So now I'm gonna diffuse the rest of the way and get underneath dry. All right, so since she was pretty much set under the dryer, and this is only when I use gels. She's set under the dryer now. So now I wanna get all underneath and under here dry. So I can start with high power only because we used the gel. If we use like a foam or something a little bit lighter that can't be disturbed too much, I always start low power, low heat, and I kind of pretend like I'm a mobile hooded dryer. But because we use a gel and it's a little bit more of a heavier product and it won't make the curls lose their definition, I can go high power. I always use just the one red for the heat. And I'm just gonna get underneath dry. Make sure you're not burning your client. But if I didn't have her under the dryer first, I would be on low power. Great, now go ahead and sit up and then we're gonna throw our hair forward. Okay, so as you can see, remember what I was saying? We don't want it to be too flat. Her hair usually shrinks up a little bit more. And so I don't want to just go in and just be like, you know, I always do trim the little strays that I see, you know, after I style them. Like the ones that are in her eye and all that, I will clean those up. But I want to see this a little bit more shrunken up just to accentuate what her texture really is. And then you can see this slope? I want that to be shrunken up a little bit more. She set a little too much under the dryer, so I'm gonna go in and re-wet with the spray bottle just so we can shrink it up with the diffuser just a little bit more, just to give her the right finish. Lean forward for me again, all the way. And so there's just little parts that I wanna see a little bit more shrunken up and show off her true texture and shape. And this is just to reactivate the product so I can manipulate it a little bit more.
I'm just so shocked how different it looks.
I know.
I like can't get over it.
I know, I'm like, who is this? See how we got that lift back up now? She doesn't have that like plane that was there. And so then I'm gonna go in and just touch up on her bang a little bit with some scissors. And then she'll be ready to take over the week.
Fun, clap my hands, turn around now and dance, dance, dance. I just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around now and dance, dance, dance. I just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around now and dance, dance, dance. I just wanna clap, clap, turn around, dance, dance, dance. I just wanna clap, clap, turn around, dance, dance. You spin me right round, call me when your time runs out. Cause I know what you're all about, yeah. You spin me right.
I've known Meg for a good, what, 4 years now?
Yep.
We've been through so many different lengths and just thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. You're the best.
You're the best. Thank you so much.
So happy that we've been working together and my hair has never looked better.
Thank you so much. Thank you.